So my chili cheese spaghetti gets a lot of its flavor from herbs, vegetables, and some lean protein, and a little secret, because all of my recipes have a little secret in there. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start off with my favorite combination of garlic and onion. And I'm gonna just throw some oil in the pan here, get it nice and hot. Doesn't need a lot. And I've chopped up my garlic already. I'm gonna chop up my onion. I've got a fine chop on my onion here. And I'm gonna throw it in the pan and get that going. And then we're gonna get to our herbs. So I'm gonna cook this up for about 5 minutes. And you wanna do it over a relatively low heat to release the natural sugar in the onion. So while that cooks, I'm just gonna chop up my red bell pepper. This is not gonna actually go into the saute, but it's gonna go into my sauce. Every vegetable that has this beautiful red color, you're pretty much guaranteed it's gonna be rich in lycopene, which is really important for heart health. So my onions and my garlic are cooking. They're starting to get nice and translucent. Starting to smell really good. I'm gonna add in my ground turkey, and just by doing the ground turkey, we're gonna save so many calories and fat. You're gonna be amazed. So we'll incorporate that in. Once I get that broken up into smaller pieces and get that cooking, I'm gonna incorporate my chicken sausage in there. There's all different flavors out there. You can actually pick up sausage that's already got the flavor in there, or you can add more spice to your dish. That's just gonna cook up until all the pink on the turkey starts to get brown, and you do wanna make sure that's really well cooked for the safety of your family. I'm gonna set this aside, and I'm gonna take the chicken sausage out of the casing. Okay, so we got just so much good flavor in here. We've got the chicken sausage with the turkey. Okay, guys, so while this browns, I'm gonna come over to this side, and I'm gonna get my sauce going. Okay, so let's get this started. I'm gonna get my heat going. And I like the strained tomatoes because they are really easy to work with, and in the container here you don't have to worry about the added salt. It's just unprocessed tomatoes. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna bring my red bell pepper, and I've chopped those up so that you get the nice ribbon effect, but you can chop them up smaller if you prefer. Okay, this is getting close to being cooked. I've got my tomato sauce heating up, and then I'm gonna show you a cool little trick with the basil. We're gonna chop this up fine, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll them together, and I'm gonna take my knife, cut the stem off, and then chop it up like this. And it's much easier to cut herbs this way than trying to struggle with them if they're laying flat. Bring it over to my sauce. Okay, I've got my sauce going now. I'm gonna season it with a little bit of fresh ground pepper and some salt, just a tiny bit. It's just a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna turn this down. Give it a little simmer so it doesn't start to splatter. I'm gonna incorporate the white beans. Great Northern cannellini beans will work just fine. If you're using canned beans, rinse them off so you can get any extra salt off there that may be inside. And then I'm gonna add my cheese, and that's gonna give it that gooiness that I know you guys love. This is a low-fat mozzarella cheese. So you can already tell how it's starting to get that beautiful melty effect. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of freshly grated Parmesan. If you can't find the freshly grated, you can get the stuff that you can find. I'm not gonna make it too hard on you. I've got my turkey and my sausage nicely browned. I'm gonna turn the heat off on that, and then I'm gonna incorporate everything into my bowl of pasta here. And you can tell the pasta is a little darker color. We've got a whole grain pasta. It's gonna give you added fiber, nutrients that you're not gonna get with your other pasta. All right, so I'm gonna add in my mixture here. Look at that, beautiful. And then I'm gonna add in my gooey, delicious tomato sauce with the cheese in there. And I don't wanna drown it. You know, I just wanna give it enough to give it that nice cheesy feel, but not over saucing it too much. So we can always come back for more. So I'm mixing that up. Just look at that, how tasty and how nutrient filled. And this is gonna be a crowd pleaser. I guarantee your kids are gonna love it too. I'm gonna top it off with just a little bit more of that basil.
Ready, set, cook. Subscribe or watch another Recipe Rehab how-to video right now.